All right, ladies and gentlemen, hello, this is Mr. Seeley. I'm going to show you how to submit your completed project to a student shared folder, which is called Chippewa STEAM Lab, and then how to pull that out of the folder when you've accessed the laser engraver and prepare it for laser engraving. So your first step is to make sure your file is saved in your student ID folder. Here's my amazing and beautiful coin that I've made, and I've saved it in my student ID folder. Okay? Once you have it saved in your student ID folder, you are going to open up Student Shared, which is on your desktop, which is this blue thing. Go to Chippewa STEAM Lab and go to the corresponding room. We're in room 113. Choose the teacher and the specific class period that you are in. Okay. So this is where you're going to be putting your project. To drop your project into here, all you do is go to your computer and find your project in your student ID folder or your P drive. Now, since I'm not logged into a specific student ID folder, you won't see it here, but you should see yours that has your student ID folder and it should have a P at the end. And all you're doing is dragging it from here, for example, into here and dropping it into there. And then once it's dropped in there, it will upload. Once you have that done, you're going to come back to the back of the room where the laser engraver is. And you're going to open up, or what will probably be already opened up, is a file and a template that looks like this. Now this template is essentially a replication of the bed in the laser engraver. So what these different colored squares represent, the different 6x8 squares of cardboard that we're going to be using. And within each one of these 6x8 squares is a 2" by 2" square where you're going to be putting your coin. Essentially, what we're doing is we're going to be printing one large job instead of many, like 150 individual jobs. So you're going to be putting your coins in these small squares, and once these are all filled up, we'll do one print to save time and be efficient. So to do this, you're going to need to open up your file from your student ID folder. So I'm going to go from your Chippewa STEAM Lab folder. So I'm going to go into this STEAM Lab. I'm going to open up and find my project and drag and drop it into here. Well, not drag and drop it in here. Open it up. Once it's open, here's my project. Once it's open, you are going to copy. To copy, just draw a box around it and hit Control-C or right-click copy. And you're going to come into here and you're going to right-click paste or Control-V, and it's dropped in here. But as you can see, it's not where we want it to be. So what you're going to need to do is click it and drag it to a grid or a square exactly where it needs to be. And let's make sure you have some room for error. So kind of maneuver it so it can fit in these squares, or use your arrow keys on your keyboard to make sure that it's fitting as nicely as possible. Once that's in there, then the next person will come in and they'll drop theirs in here into the spot next to it, and next to it, and next to it, and next to it, and so on and so forth until this entire bed is filled. Once this entire bed is filled, we're ready to print. And to print, you're going to go to File, Print, and the default printer is the laser engraver, which is right here. Push Print, and then you're going to go one of two places. You can hit this red button at the bottom, or you can hit this red button here, which is this UCP. Double click that, and it'll have all of our projects lined up. Now, since I only have one, it's right there. You need to make sure you change your settings to correspond to what material you're using. So if we're using cardboard, it's natural, it's mat board, and you need to change it to 125. Or excuse me, 0.125, apply, and OK. And now this is set. I would also recommend you turn on the estimated view for time and start that so you know how long your job is going to take. And then you turn on the laser engraver and you'll push play and it will start. And you can see that the fan kicked on when that happened. I'm going to turn it off, because that's super loud. And that's how you do those steps. I hope that was helpful.